I'll be talking about how you can study in Czech Republic and step-by-step guide on how you can get the visa. There are two things you should note so you can have a very seamless interview on your appointment date. One is, on this video, I have my laptop here, so I have everything in bullet point. If this seems like what you're interested in, please make sure you watch the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. My name is Ariella, and in 2021, I moved to Czech Republic via student route. So I'm making this video to help anyone out there. This is a video that was requested from one of my previous videos. So now let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Why should you school in Czech Republic? It is pretty affordable. It's safe. There are study programs in English. It's just a very simple place. It's in the EU. It's beautiful. I mean, why shouldn't you study should be the question. It's an absolutely amazing country. If you want to get into it, here is the step-by-step guide. Starting with step 1 is how you can choose your program or university. You can start by visiting www.studyinCZ to look at the various universities and courses that are being offered in the Czech Republic. And you can also explore if they're in English or Czech language. So in Czech Republic, there are public and private universities. If you want to study in Czech language, there is a very high chance that in public universities, you will get to study for free. And some of the popular universities we have are the Masaryk University, the Charles University, Czech Technical University in Prague. You need to decide if you want to study in English or Czech. Check the tuition fee if it's within your price point, if it's also in the region that you want. Czech Republic is divided into different regions. Most schools start their applications between January and April if you would like to resume in September. Here comes step 2. So to get to step 2, you need to prepare your documents for application. You need to have a valid passport because you would not be able to apply on the admission portal if you do not have a passport. So you should also have your academic transcript from your university, your CV or resume, a well-written motivated letter, the application fee. You make sure that all your documents are properly scanned. So after you log into the portal of whatever university you choose to study, while having the course you want to study in mind, then you put in all of these documents were requested. Also, you would be asked to pay an application fee. Once you've applied and paid the application fee and upload the documents correctly, that's where the waiting game begins. For most institutions, you're obliged to write an exam or just an interview. In my case, I did an examination, but it was interview based. So I got on a video call with my professors and lecturers in university, and then they interviewed me on what I knew and so many questions about why I choose to study there, and so many academic questions as well. So that was how my own interview went. For some people, it's written tests. Some universities will require that you go through 2 or 3 rounds of examination, and this is just to make sure that they are choosing the right candidates to study in the university, and you also have the right motivation for wanting to study at the university. Once you've done all of this, then you wait for your admission decision to make. If you are successful in this case, then you proceed to step 3. Once you've gotten your admission confirmation, you won't be sent an admission letter until you send your super legalized document. Now step 3 is where being an EU national or not being an EU national comes. I will be talking about this for non-EU nationals because that's what I am. I came in through Nigeria as a non-EU national. It's pretty much different. The next step is to super legalize your documents. I am Nigerian, so in my case, I had to get my document, my transcript from the university, the organizational copy. I then took it to the Ministry of Education in Nigeria, Abuja, where it was stamped to show that the course I was studying was accredited, and I finished from an accredited university as well. I then went to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to stamp my document as well. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, they charge you per copy of document. Just to be on the safe side, before you do this, try to look on the embassy's website. So for the Czech embassy in Nigeria, it's mzu.gov.cz. If you want to be certain that you're on the right website, just type in Czech Embassy Abuja and it's going to come up with the website. So when you go on there, you would see the step-by-step details of how you can book an appointment to super legalize your document. So super legalization is a process just to ensure that the document you have with you is original. To do this, you book an appointment with the Czech Embassy in your country, and to do this, you have to call them. You can get their contact address for whichever country you're calling for on the Czech Embassy website in your country. So just type in Czech Embassy in your country. Once you call the Czech Embassy, you get a day and time for your appointment. So you go there with your already legalized or notarized document. Once this is done, it's going to be given to you in a bond. Please don't break that. That's how you're going to send it to the Czech Republic. So use DHL. When they give you a confirmation of your admission, there'll be someone you'll be talking to from the university office or admission office. Then the person will tell you what documents you should send and what address you send them to. Also, before you send it, this person will tell you to send a scanned copy of what you want to send, so you don't get to pay twice. So once the person approves it or requests for more, then you can send it physically. So once you send it to them, they'll check it, and once they say it is correct, you get your admission letter. During my time, I started to stay at the school hostel because I was eligible to apply for the school hostel, and I believe that it would be easier to help my cause. So I had applied for the school hostel. Immediately I got the confirmation of admission. I told the dormitory to send down my documents to the admission office. So when I got my documents in Nigeria, I got my admission letter, and I also got my accommodation contract. The next process is where you get your visa appointment date. Now, to do this, you would have to call the ministry again. These are the things that you would prepare to take to the visa office. So it's very important that you know that all the documents you are taking with you to the embassy has to be written in Czech language. You need a completed visa application form, your passport, university admission letter, proof of accommodation in Czech Republic. You need proof of financial means. You need about 3,000 to 4,000 euros as your proof of financial capacity. In my case, I had some money in my account, which was like permanently in my account, and my sponsor also had ease. When I was going for my appointment, I just printed out my sponsor's statement of account and my own statement of account, and both of them summed up to 4,000 euros. Criminal record certificate, I got mine from the Nigerian police, and they have your visa fee, which is 100 euros equivalent in Naira. There is the gist. For all of this thing, your criminal record that you are doing in Nigeria is going to be in English language, and your health insurance that you've gone to do the full body checkup. So go to the website as well. Based on the region that you are in, there will be some specific health requirements that they would want you to carry out. I know for one that tuberculosis is a part of the test that I took during my time, and it is very important that you do it in a public hospital. Now, you will take your proof of health insurance, your criminal record certificate, and your letter, because you have to write a letter to a sponsor stating that they're going to be sponsoring you for all of your years of study in the Czech Republic. So you take all of those and then send them back to Czech Republic to an official translator. I always use Tap Services. They always do my translation for me. So tapservices.cz. There are two things you should note so you can have a very seamless interview. Make sure you go to the Czech embassy with cash, that all your documents are translated to Czech language. Dress nicely, look smart, build your motivation, be confident as well. Visa takes about 30 to 60 days to get processed, so you have to wait in this moment and hope that your visa gets approved. And once it gets approved, they'll send you an email telling you to send a travel insurance and probably book your tickets. And then once you do all of this, they stamp your visa and someone can pick it up on your behalf and send it to you wherever you are in the country. When you're trying to buy a health insurance, you can buy health insurance like PVZP or Unica. That's basically how I gained admission into the Czech Republic and how I was able to live there. So if you like this video and you want to see more of this, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you'd like to know. If you have any questions that you'd like to ask, let me know as well.